What's going on, fam? What's going on? This is Chris with Food for Your Thoughts. I hope you've been enjoying your day so far, learning more about who you are and why you're here on the planet at this time. It's all about, you know, elevating the overall energy, frequency, and vibration of the planet. And it's all about, getting our life back in order and taking full responsibility, for us, for our own vehicle. All right. Because you are the commander of your own vehicle, your own body, right? So we're here to have this human experience. I'm just another version of you in a different time and space. I'm here to remind you of your greatness. You got this, okay? So we are here with our next presentation when it comes to universal spiritual laws, the laws of higher frequency. I know you've been enjoying yourself so far. They don't teach this stuff in school for a reason, right? Because when you know this stuff, because we live in a universe, the universe has, guidelines, principles, that we got to go by, to stay in harmony with ourselves and with Mama Nature and the universe, okay? So please be mindful of that. All right, Dave. So today, guys, it's all about the spiritual law of miracles. Okay, so be sure to click that like, subscribe button down below. I greatly appreciate each and every one of you. And I appreciate, shout out to all the new subscribers out there and all the people that have been with me so far. It's all about self-development, knowledge of self, self-realization, and us just reminding each other of our own greatness. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just sharing my ups and downs with you. You know what I'm saying? And just to let, and also some additional tools that I came across that I use to help me level up. Okay, so everything that I share in any presentation is going to have tremendous value. You can't put a price tag on this stuff. All right, so be sure to drop a thank you, or if you would love to donate to the channel, I appreciate that too. But check the description area down below. I'll have some additional learning information for you to keep your brain going, so you can build this neuroplasticity, right? These new brain cells, because your brain is a muscle. Okay, so as always, let's lead in. Our purpose and mission require learning a whole bunch of life lessons, right, to gain that experience and knowledge for our souls grow. So if we've been doing the same thing over and over and over again, right, it's never too late to rewrite our story. We just need a new schedule, a new routine, a new some fresh information that has some results, right? And then also find you a mentor, somebody that's traveling along that similar path as you, not quite the same destination, right? That way you can take notes and see what works and see what doesn't work. And it's okay to have someone to give you some positive feedback, because it's hard to see yourself inside of the frame. I hope that makes sense. All right, but as you grow through this process, share your knowledge and wisdom with people. Don't leave people stuck on level 2. All right, leave them with a reference so they can educate and enlighten themselves, right? But share your knowledge and wisdom with people. And as always, it's not about believing anymore. We're in the age of Aquarius, the information age. It's not about believing. It's all about how much do you know. Have you looked that up? Have you referenced this stuff? All right, so how do you believe in this and you haven't even tried to reference to see how factual it is, right? So we in the information age where we are researchers. So all of you guys that are viewing this presentation, me and you guys are very old souls. You volunteered to come here to help increase the overall energy, frequency, and vibration of the planet, okay? Because it's time, it's showtime and it's your time, right? But trust, all I'm saying is trust your own intuition, have fun out here, okay? And I know the way things are set up, it can be a little difficult, but once you remember about who you are and why you here, the universe gonna align the right people, places, and things, just like this presentation, just to get your butt back on track, okay? But as always, it's time to draw back all of your energy, all right, that you've been just passing out there, not knowing no better, right? Because now that your thoughts, beliefs, words, emotions, and actions, everything matters, and it creates your reality and your results. Remember, you are the commander of your own vehicle, your body, right? All right, so as you talk and everything, you are giving commands to the universe, right? So I'm here to help you navigate, to give you a quick tune up so you can tune into yourself. So stop believing in people outside of you and believe in yourself. I believe in you. I love you because you're a reflection of me. But do you believe in yourself, and do you love yourself, most importantly, right? Because when you love yourself, you love the God within yourself. So stop being so hard on yourself. Love yourself, and trust me, as within, so without, like, right? So, but keep your money in check. Go back to that spiritual law of prosperity. If you're having trouble manifesting money into your reality, I gave you all the tools you need, but you have to read and do the research. If you don't like reading, all majority of these books are in audio format now. So if you don't want to read, you just want them to play in the background, but have your notebook handy so you can take some notes, so you can at least have like at least 3 takeaways, okay, from anything that you paying attention to. All right, that way you're not wasting your time. So I know by now each and every one of you guys are being the cause in your life instead of waiting for the effect to happen, instead of waiting on luck. You getting off your butt each and every day with intention, right? And planting those seeds, because like 20% gonna give you something, and you're gonna use that, to refine and repeat and figure out what works and what doesn't work. And then you're going to, figure out a sweet spot, and you're going to duplicate that thing over and over and over again, right? That's what it's all about. All right. So by now, I know each and every one of you guys, y'all been learning those 7 hermetic principles, putting them to use. Even if you don't know what you're doing, you've been, putting in the proper intent and taking action and just testing things out. And over time, just like learning your ABCs or riding a bike or riding a skateboard, right? You're going to get better over time. It's all about repetition, building that muscle, right? But as you grow through your own personal transformation process, learn more about your name. Your name is your nature, okay? And we'll, talk about your name in a future presentation coming up, so be prepared. All right, learning more about your life path number. If you need help, go back to some of my previous presentations. I'll walk you all the way through how to calculate, and then, walk you through, some of my takeaways when it comes to, these different vibrations when it comes to your life path number and what to expect, basically like a spiritual takeaway, like why are these things happening and what you can do to balance the polarity, okay? I hope that makes sense. And then also another, cherry on top, learn more about your natal chart. Go to astroseek.com. They'll hook you up, give you, some additional tools to put in your toolbox so you can have more knowledge yourself, so you can, navigate in this matrix reality, right? So, but remember, you control your own destiny, so you have free will, okay, out here. So leading into this discussion day, it's all about the spiritual law of miracles, and it's pretty straightforward. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right in it. So when it comes to this, spiritual law of miracles, just as there are physical laws that govern the physical universe, so are there spiritual laws which governs your spiritual reality, guys. Okay, so coincidences, synchronicities, and serendipities are all signs from the universe that you are on your true path, and I'm letting you know you are on the right path, right? So letting go, along your path, man, you're gonna lose a lot. A lot of people gonna enter and and then leave your life. But letting go means coming to the realization that some people are part of your history, but not part of your destiny. I repeat, letting go, means coming to the realization that some people are part of your history, but not part of your destiny. All right, remember that. Write it down. Take a picture, right? So what does that mean overall? When you along your journey, you're gonna meet a lot of great people, guys. And you can think they have your best interests at heart, but a lot of people are just, kind of like an opportunity, opportunistic person. They come around if it's a great opportunity available, and they see your light, and they know you know exactly where you're going, because your sail is going, man. And some people just like to ride that wave because you that big fish, okay? So don't get played out here, in other words. So sometimes if you don't have, don't want to let a person go, and it's going to hold you back from your spiritual growth, what the universe will do, it will, set up, certain synchronicities to make sure the people that are not meant for you will disappear from your life. So please don't take it personal. So if this happened to you, and now that this is why this person, left your life, because they were preventing you from your spiritual elevation, okay? So that's the universal principle, right? Cause and effect in a higher plane, right? When you let something go, something of equal or greater value, you got to come back into your life. Remember that. So let's talk about, natural law, or spiritual law, universal law versus man's law, right? Let's jump right into it. So when it comes to natural law, spiritual law, and universal law, this is based upon a principle and truth, right? No lies involved, inherent to creation, the true creation, and it harmonizes with and due to knowledge and understanding, and overstanding. And it also, it deals with the universe, and it lets you know it exists and applies anywhere, so this natural spiritual law this is a universal law. All right, exists and applies anywhere in the universe, regardless of location. Okay, remember that. Now, and then when it comes to this, it's external and immutable, and it exists and applies as long as there's a universe. As long as the universe exists, these laws are always going to be here. All right. So at the end of the day, it cannot be changed, and so energy cannot be destroyed but only transferred. So there's no true death. There's no beginning or an end, right? So when it comes to man law, this is based on what? Dogmatic belief, constructs of the mind. And then it's compiled with and due to what? Fear or punishment. That's why, and one more thing, business. Everything is a business opportunity when it comes to man's law and rules, right? So again, it's compiled with and due to fear or punishment. Everything is fear-based. We just talked about frequency and vibration right in the last one, right? That's why it's so important, for these individuals to keep you in your lower, in your lower vibration, your lower chakras, okay? All right? So, and then it also is different with location. And is based upon, the whim of legislators, okay? And then, it also changed with time, and then it is based upon the whim of legislators again, all right? So, in other words, spiritual law trumps man-made law all day long, all right? So, spiritual law, universal law is ironclad. It never can be changed. But man-made law, it can change, based on, the circumstances, right? And we've been seeing this over the past 5 years, if you've been paying attention. All these different rules been changing behind the scenes, behind a distraction, so to speak. Okay? So as we get ready to lead in and get you guys out of here, right? The point is not to separate the opposite and make positive progress, but rather to unify and harmonize the opposite, both positive and negative, by discovering a ground which transcend and encompasses them both, right? And that ground, as we will soon see, ladies and gentlemen, is the unity consciousness itself. So as we get ready to start, jump right into spiritual law of miracles. If you don't believe in miracles by now, perhaps you've forgotten that you are one yourself, okay? Because nobody knows exactly how we got here and how, everything, there's a true creation story, however, but what, at the end of the day, how does everything really work, right? So all I'm saying is you are a living, breathing manifestation of a miracle, in human form, having this human experience. I guess that's the best way, I could, just break it down this time without, exaggerating. But as always, guys, as above, so below, as within, so without, as the universe, so the soul. We all have the truth within, still with us, right? But it's not found in books to any given extent, has been passed along from lips to ear. And when it was written down at all, it was veiled in terms of, alchemy and astrology. So only those possessing the keys could read it, all right? And this is from the three initiates, the Kabbalion. And I'm here to remind you of your greatness. And don't be afraid to unlock the universe within you, because what? You are your own universe. And with anything we discuss, guys, remember all about one of the principles is principle of polarity, good side, not so good side, some things we can work on, things we doing great, but we can still continue to, get better each and every day. So let's lead into it and get you guys out of here. So on Earth, we live in a heavy vibration, right? And so this heavy vibration is subject to the law of karma, like we discussed about before. So the divine frequency dissolves and transmute our lower energy. And this is when miracle occurs, okay? So this is the spiritual law of miracle in its, core bare essence, right? So one, as the worldwide consciousness rises, more and more people are accessing the divine, and consequently more people are experiencing miracles, right? So genuine forgiveness and unconditional love are divine energies that allow miracles to happen in your life, right? So right now the Kundalini energy is rising all over, and people as above, so below, right? People are asking questions like, man, where am I? Who am I? And why are we, fighting, and Mother Nature produces all the fruits and vegetables for us, like clockwork. We don't have to, there's no physical workers necessary for, all the vegetation and the fruits that Mother Nature provides. But somehow, some way, it's been, monetized, and a monopoly has been formed, where we have to go to the store and buy everything. Damn. So what happened, right? But as we go go into it, let's talk about miracles some more and get you guys out of here. So number 2, miracles are the natural result of activation of higher energies. So when we ask the angels within you, it's nothing external up, from you, right? So when we ask the angels, ascended masters, and any being from the spiritual hierarchy of light, right, to help us, we draw in a divine frequency which transcend the physical laws, the man-made laws. So when we working with spiritual laws, right, it trumps all this man-made stuff. All right. So when you on your spiritual path, so what I'm saying is when you on your spiritual path, right, the universe gonna line up the right people, places, and event, like I've been mentioning over and over again, to support your intent and your growth. Because the universe wants you to have some moolah, right? But who are you helping? What are you sharing? How much value is the quality of the info or the quality of work that you provide in the service? You gotta be of service. All right. There's we live in an ecosystem, not an ecosystem. So it's a give and take, not take, then give, right? So I hope that makes sense. I want to break it down in layman terms. So like, what are you really good at? Are you good at just sharing information? How valuable is that information? Can people use it? Can they make money off of it for themselves, right? Is it something where they can, heal them physically, mentally, and emotionally on their own? So really think about this, so nothing is free. Okay, so as we move forward and get ready to close things out, guys, again, when we ask the angels, ascended masters, and any being from the spiritual hierarchy for help, we draw in the divine frequency which transcend the physical man-made laws, right? So let's talk about synchronicities, right? Synchronicity and coincidences are a form of miracle, right? So the spiritual forces are working behind the scenes just for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, if you want to call it that. But at the end of the day, they are working for you every moment, every second. All right, all you gotta do is just be open to receive, okay? But they're working behind the scenes to coordinate with the universe to make sure the right people, place, and event take place. So stay in the present moment, right? Please, and be aware of the things that's happening around you, because the universe loves speaking through people, and just to deliver a message. So it'll be people that don't look like you, right? Or the universe will, signal a bird or something just to, to get your attention, so you can look in a certain direction. But are you paying attention? All right, so I'm here to remind you of your greatness. Okay, so really be aware of your surroundings when you out here navigating. Okay, number 4, as we close things out, so again, coincidence and synchronicity are orchestrated by the universal energies and orchestrated by your spirit guides, right, and your angels, so that you have the opportunity to fulfill your destiny. So again, caveat on that, coincidence and synchronicity are directed by the universal energies and orchestrated by your spiritual team, right, so that you have an opportunity to fulfill your destiny, because you on your hero's journey. You have your own individual life path. Can't nobody tell you how to fulfill your own individual life path, because you have your own lessons that you really need to do on your own. Okay, we can share tools, and different guides, to help us navigate. However, you have to grow through your own personal transformation and atonement process. Okay, I hope that makes sense. And number 5, as we close, guys, as your vibration lifts, all right, because you taking care of yourself, you loving yourself spiritually, mentally, emotionally. You learn these 7 hermetic principles. You learn about energy, frequency, and vibration. You learning more about yourself. As you learn more about yourself, it's going to raise your vibration, and this is going to let you know that you are on your true pathway. So to enact the law of miracles, all you got to do is ask. So what does that mean? So how can I help how can I help the planet for the greater good? What can I do? How can I be of service for the planet? How can I, create generational wealth for myself and my family? Where can I learn, more about money, so I'm not wasting my time? You just got to ask the right question. Ask and ye shall find, right? Or seek and ye shall find. Okay. But please continue to ask questions, research, because you have all the answers within you, but you just have to sit with yourself long enough to really open up that door to your own personal inner temple and kingdom. Okay, so guys, this has been my personal takeaways when it comes to the spiritual law of miracles, because you are a living miracle in the flesh, right? So with that being said, be sure to click that like, subscribe button down below. I greatly appreciate each and every one of you. We will be back with our next presentation with this, laws of higher frequency with the law of healing. So again, be sure to click that like, subscribe button down below. And as always, our purpose and mission require to learn a whole bunch of life lessons to gain that experience and knowledge for our soul growth. So it's never too late to rewrite your story. Just do it today. And as you grow, share. But trust your own intuition, your own inner voice. Stop believing in things outside of you. Start believing in yourself. I believe in you, but do you believe in you? All right, you're just, I'm a reflection of you, different time and space, just reminding you of your greatness. Okay, so I'm just the messenger. All right, so now that you know everything matters, you know that your thoughts, belief, words, emotion, and action equal your reality and your results. So it's time to really take charge of all of your energy and use them for your rise. Okay, so keep your money in check. This is Chris with Food for Your Thoughts. We'll be back with our next presentation shortly. Until next time, stay grateful and focused, fam. Peace.